Hi.
Good timing. Hi, Kirby.
Hello. Nose just itched inside. Like, of course it did.
Inside where? Inside your nose?
Yes.
Is your mouth itchy too?
Gosh. Ba, 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 ba. Do, do, ba.
So we're gonna do a chat stream today.
We are gonna do at least a chat stream for now. Ba, 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 ba.
You might want to tuck in your fur in your under
No.
your collar.
There was a solution for this. That's partially why I was like, oh, I should put on my badges. Because there's no easy way to tuck it in.
Really?
Really.
That kind of sucks.
Had a bandana. I don't know what happened to it.
I should make you a new bandana.
That would be great. Oh, found it.
It's the dork dog. Says quick.
Yep. Hey! Will, hello!
Yay!
Hey,
It's
Kirby.
Will! Hey, Kirby. Hey.
Duh. Alright.
Your bandana. Aw, cute. Heart eyes. Ah! Your hands!
I know. I can't do it otherwise. Will says,
Hi!
there we go.
Handsome.
That hides that fluff a bit better.
I didn't know you wore a bandana too.
I told you I had a bandana.
I guess I forgot.
Yeah. Never knew you wore a bandana.
I'm gonna get you a new one though.
Yeah.
One that's Kirby themed.
I would love that. The only one, the friend who made it, not really much of a friend anymore. They found Zelda theme, so they were like, yeah, sure.
That works too. I
Well,
guess.
it's a video game. I'm a nerd.
Fair.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Wow, that was a sneeze and a half.
That was a sneeze. It was a good sneeze too.
I'm glad. Sound like you needed it.
Now I'm tired. I'm sneezing.
Do I know the not so much of a friend anymore? No. No one we went to high school with.
No one we need to talk about anyway either.
One of the now unmentionables in my life.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Anyway. I'm glad you cleaned your room, Kirby.
Shush. No one needs to know that. I need to adjust a cable with the fan. I redid the fan in here, and cable keeps pushing up against my face.
I like your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heh. You gotta pretend like you're actually putting your hand down your mouth.
Love me some unmentionables, and yeah, fuck them. Yeah. I'm reading chat.
Wow, you didn't need me at all.
I appreciate you around, though.
I appreciate you too, John.
You just got Coconut Mall. Send this to all your friends to Coconut Mall them. I love that meme, honestly. It's so dumb and silly. It's like, you just got Coconut Mall. Like, it's a good song. Why is it bad?
Just reminds me of you just got beaned. Send
Right.
this to all your friends to get beaned on.
Just trying to adjust everything. You want it to pick me up, but don't need it like completely all in the shot.
Oh my god, just went to the Pikachu fan club in Brilliant Diamond.
Yeah.
Hee, I'm going for the Pokemon Championship with only Pikachu.
Good luck, buddy.
Their child. Big up, I got you.
You do good job.
Oh, I'm battling them now.
Oh, well. That's what you get for making fun of them.
Pokekid Jeanette.
Jeanette, that's a name.
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
What a generic name.
A genetic name.
Genetic name. Just name passed down.
Genetic.
Well, that's
it's
kind of what happened to you.
Well, to most families, it's genetically. No. It's usually most families pass down firstborn to firstborn, or at least
Last
with
name
something.
too.
Yeah, different middle name. I'm no junior.
At least your dad wasn't that cruel.
Yeah.
What's his middle name?
Well, that's information we're not going to talk on stream about.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're talking a lot of family stuff. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Talk to me something else.
Chat, how are you doing today? We did it. Fursuit stream. Hi. You wanted this. We had the donation or the bit totals.
Yay.
You wanted this. We gave it. Oh, I thought I was gonna move on with the song. Just building up.
Doing awesome. What's happening in your life, John?
Kirby.
Oh yeah, Kirby. What are you doing, Kirby? Shoot in the head.
No. Work has been pretty good overall. Had to rewire 2 rooms with new fiber optic cable. Yay! No, not really.
Crawling around, right?
No, climbing up ladders constantly.
Oh, right. That's the worst one. Even worse.
Yeah.
Climbing up ladders. You're not a fan of heights.
No, not a big fan of heights.
I learned this when I saw a zip line and I was like, we should do a zip line. You were like, no.
No. Definitely not. No.
I'm very much the kind of person that likes to do things like that.
No. I used to love doing that kind of stuff, but then it's just like my body is not as like able to bounce back as it used to.
Yeah, that's the best part. Currently trying to make a MIDI guitar sound the best I can. It's fun and not fun. That's the best kind of fun. What's the final gym leader again? Electric?
Yes. I thought you were asking for a name. I'm like, what is his name? Like Falconer or something like that?
Nah, just typing. I have one more gym to do and then I'm done.
One more gem. One more
One
gem.
more gem. One more gem.
You got your Porygon Z.
Yes, I love how it walks. It just kind of like, oh, you're gonna laugh once we battle.
Yeah.
I'm currently for the next highly anticipated next Smash Remix character, Mr. Mystery Man.
Right. Who I do not know because I did not play tested early. Wink. Since I can't really
That's not
play.
sarcasm. Not at all.
You want sarcasm? I'll give you sarcasm. That's
That's not sarcasm. That's scasm. My Porygon Z is gonna die. No!
Oh no.
Rock candy! Oh, it dies too. Like, it glitches out too.
Aww. Do-do-do-do. Loving the music. Boo-da-boo-boo-boo-doo.
I can hear it for once.
Not dancing to nothing on your end. Hello, chat. I love you guys.
Aww.
All two of you. I think you're one of the chat people too.
Me?
Think.
Yeah,
Or...
probably. Yeah, I am.
Currently, right now, Cassandra Bot is down. Hopefully, no one uses commands.
I'm sleepy. I went without medication for a day and a half. Wasn't the greatest.
I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. I love video game music.
Which is your favorite video game music?
Well, Kirby, of course.
Go on.
Oh, Kirby has honestly the best music. They're poppy, catchy. You hum it. Like, I don't know the exact name of the songs of all of them. I mean, like Green Greens is a classic. Do 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 do. But then there's also like bum 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 ba bum bum ba 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 bum 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 ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 bum ba da ba 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 da ba da ba ba. And like those are just catchy, get stuck in your head. And of course, remixes of them are fantastic.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I finally got to the store that sells stickers.
Got the sticker store.
Sticker store.
What was it? I saw. I don't know if I shared it on Facebook or not, but it was like grandma caught or completed the Pokedex so we could put stickers on Pokeballs.
I'm like that too. I was like, I just want stickers.
And this is in reference to like grandma being the person being through Arceus, being ancestor and all that.
Right, I've saw that one too.
Yeah, I think
There's
I
so
shared
much...
it. Or someone else. I think someone else on our mutual friend list also shared it too.
Probably.
That's where I found it originally. jazz hands.
I love you.
I love you too. How is everyone doing? We got 3 viewers now.
Who's the third?
Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. I love jazz.
Yeah.
I would love to play the instrument that I played in jazz band again. When I did jazz band, I wanted to still do band stuff, but choir and band had conflicts for the band I was in, so I was like, I'll do jazz band. But they were like, we have too many alto saxes. I'm like, shoot. But you could play tenor or you could play baritone saxophone. I'm like, baritone saxophone. Let's do baritone. Oh my
What's
god.
the difference?
So, if you think of how singers are, there's soprano, alto, tenor, and bass.
Mm-hmm.
And baritone is around that tenor bass area in terms of vocals.
Mm-hmm.
So for an alto sax, I have a range, and the baritone sax was just a step lower. It was a lower alto saxophone. That's what I loved about it, because it just was low and had just rich tones to it. And I could take all my Nintendo sheet music I had and just apply it to it. It was beautiful.
I bet.
It was just if I could get a baritone saxophone again, that would just be. But those are too damn expensive. Like a couple
How much
thousand.
are they? Oof.
Yeah. Now I was considering a electronic saxophone at one point. I think I showed it to you before. I could do
Yeah, you
multitude of
did.
instruments. I'm like, I could play that. I know how to play saxophone, but I don't play my instruments enough. So it was like, it's not worth it for me. But it would be something cool that I could eventually do and get if I pursued my instrument more.
I think that's cool.
Yeah. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Which one's this?
I have no idea. It's bopping though.
It is.
Oh.
Da 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 ba da 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 da.
We found out.
Whip. Do ba da da ba da 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 ba ba da da ba da ba da 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 da. This is bopping.
It's going. I love you so much.
I love you too. Do 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 do. Bum bum ba 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 da 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 da. Da 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 ba da 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 ba da da.
It's muting you for some reason.
I'm like turning slightly away. I'm like doing it quietly. That's my fault. Da da da. I love, like, honestly, the Brawl opening had, like, the best opening. Just felt
I can agree to that.
powerful. So rich and powerful.
I can agree to that.
And just, yeah, the singing was wonderful too, because it was all in Latin, and they're like, yeah, this is everyone's opening. Everyone got a Latin opening. They hired some grad students from a Catholic university to write it for us. They have to learn Latin or something. Oh, my mouse is way over there if I ever need it. Hold on. There we go. Just in case I needed it. Ba, 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 ba. Kirby music. Do, 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 do. Butter building, I believe.
I'm putting stickers on my Pokeballs.
Very nice. How's everyone doing? 20 minutes in.
It's a very chill stream today.
Surprisingly, there was a lot of people that donated to want to not don't. Well, I would say donate their own channel bits that they earn to reach a goal.
You know, though, could be just for you too.
A little
because
bit.
you did make this your goal, right?
Yeah, it was. Granted, I could have just done this any other night that I wanted to.
True.
But I wanted to see people want this a little bit. That's just honest truth about it, though. Like, as nice as it is to do it for myself, at the same time, you stream for the audience, not just yourself.
True.
So there's an incentive
same...
and goal. See who wants this.
But at the same time, you also have to realize, like, the audience wants what you want too.
That's true. And I wanted to do this, but if the demand was there. That's why I set a high goal for people to push for it. See, on my end, realized I did not retweet this on my normal Discord, or not my Discord, Twitter. And oh no, about 2 papers, quick. Oof. That's the luck. Papers are not fun.
What was a paper that you hated doing?
Most of them. I hated English assignments, especially about like books. Like find the theme, like write a paper about the themes of Romeo and Juliet. They loved each other and they died because there was lack of communication. Like, seriously.
That is right. It was a lack of communication.
Yeah, but the teacher wants 5 pages of that.
You have to just start bullshitting at that point.
Exactly
Excuse
what
my
I'm doing.
language.
I know. I just look up cliff notes. I'm gonna be honest. Some of the times
You cheated?
I just looked up the cliff notes and didn't really read the book.
Cheated.
Hey, I answered the questions for things that the teacher needed.
Cheater.
Hey, I'd rather spend my time focusing on other activities and classwork. English was not my favorite.
I think you still cheated.
I really cheated. Just didn't get A's. I got B's at least, because I had roughly most of it. And I still learned out of it. Do I retain it? No. But does anyone retain Romeo and Juliet from high school? Not really. Can you?
Can I be perfectly honest and admit that I never even did read Romeo and Juliet?
That's teach their own. I was in an accelerated class that my parents wanted me to be in. I didn't want to be in accelerated English, but so I took my shortcuts where I could. I can recall. Okay, favorite thing that had happened was teacher did every other answer or something like that, going forwards and backwards or something for the answer key for one of a vocab assignment. That's another thing. Vocab, why do I need to retain these words? I don't know. I can't even think of a word that's English based or whatever. That would be this specific word because we're learning something right now. I don't know. I can't think of something, but essentially the teacher did it was A through J, and it was or A through M, and it was M-A-N-B D. It would be forward and backwards the whole way, and I noticed that on a few of the vocab assignments, teachers just did that the whole time.
Really?
And no one really I picked up on it after the second or third one, and I just kind of yo, just side note, that's how the teacher grades it. So if you hear me tap on my pencil on the desk, it's that again. And just finally reading back to what Quick had put down, I'm doing a paper on Catcher on the Rye and how the main guy suffers from PTSD. No, it's just stuff like that where it's
now find the themes.
Find the themes. It's it's a book. I didn't enjoy it.
I didn't get to choose it, therefore I didn't enjoy it.
I did not enjoy Lord of the Flies. There, I said it. I said it.
So brave.
Screw you, 12th grade English teacher. Yeah. No. It depends. Some stories I had fun. Some papers I actually when I get to choose, I had more fun writing essays and all that. I did for junior year. We had to do a major project on a topic of our choosing, and have to do 3 or 4 forms of media, including writing a poem and other things, and also this large presentation that we had to do. And I chose voice acting.
Oh.
And so at one point, it was funny where I did part of the presentation. At the time, I was in high school, and during that time, I voiced in a small machinima that never really took off the ground called Ultimate Brawl, and I was Blade the Hacker. I was still doing stuff here and there for it. So I went around talking like this. And it was funny. So at one point I was I'm gonna introduce you to someone else, Blade, and gestured toward the door. quickly put on my headset. Hello, everyone. My name is Blade. How's everyone doing? And I went through like 2 slides as Blade. And I'm like, all right, thank you, Blade, for introducing that. And it continued on. But one of my presentations was like voice actors you may not know. And like popular voice actors, I picked a few like Tom Kenny, for example, who everyone knows as SpongeBob. But also Ice King, the mayor of Townsville, for Powerpuff Girls. He was a lot of other voices. And it's just really interesting, like, seeing some of the voice actors. I actually, for research, got a documentary about anime voice acting, and they just said how hard it was. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be a voice actor when I grow up like I wanted to. But
that sounds hard.
it wasn't just easy. It was like if you had a main role, in a series, then you're solid until that role's gone. Like John Chamel, who voices Goku and Lucario, he was lucky to get Goku, but when he tried out, he wanted Captain Ginyu, who was only there for the Frieza arc. Because
really,
what happened was he was watching the Ocean dub, the Canadian dub of it at his at that time girlfriend, now wife's house, parents' house, or something like that. Is watching it because they had cable, and he was watching the Ocean dub of it, and he was only on the Frieza saga. Well, during that Frieza saga time, Goku was in a spaceship flying to the planet. So Goku wasn't in it for like 20 episodes. We had no idea who the hell Goku was.
That's so funny.
But Funimation was hosting auditions down in Texas, and he was in Texas, and he was like, I want to give this a try. And so he does it, and they're like, you know what, we want you for Goku. And he's like, who the hell is Goku? He's like he thought Ginyu was like one of the top characters, a reoccurring villain. No, he was just a one-time Lord Frieza's assistant.
That's so funny.
And when he's like walking down to do his first recordings, he's like looking around and seeing all these posters of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, and it's like, who's this? And I'm like, you're serious, Goku, right? Bro. That's Goku. He's like, oh.
Oh, I'm a main character. Cool.
And so he was all set. He was the voice then for all the anime, the spin-offs, the games, everything. Pertail! Hi!
Pertail!
Hi! Been raided by the Cat Knife Gang. Take our knives of friendship. Thank you! I will use them wisely. Thank you so much. How are you doing? How was your stream?
Yeah, how was your stream?
Tired, 3:30 a.m. You should go to bed. Sleepy time. Night. Also, really? What time is it?
Like 9:33?
I started at 9 tonight, dang. I thought it was like 8:40, or like at least 8:40 when I started. Nice! Spore! Okay. Spore is one of those games I've seen, but I have like no idea anything about Spore. Other than it's like genetics and creating monsters. Older game. Unless you're talking about something different, then I have no idea. But that's unfortunate about computers crashing. Oh, that is the one? Okay. Well, fair enough. Sorry to hear computers crash, though. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully things are okay. But yeah, hello everyone. I don't bite too hard. Nice to see others here. Ay, 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 ay.
Hello.
Hello. The computer crashes were fixed. My technical support friend had accidentally messed with something. Fixed now so it won't crash again. Good stuff, good stuff. Love the music. Gonna get some food before we're bed. Good stuff. Food is good. Speaking of food, how was your food tonight, hon?
I haven't.
You
taken it out of
should.
the-
You should have some to eat. A croissant is not a meal.
I know.
Believe me, I'm probably gonna get something heartier after that. And also, hello, Emil.
Hi, Emil.
It's been a bit. How are you, hon?
You are Emil.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm just stretching. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll grab my food.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Mwah. Tired dog, but okay. How y'all? I'm good. I told Archie he should eat. So he's going and eating. I'm doing something that needed to be done for a while. There we go. That needed to be done. Now you're at the 24 months. Yay! And you've been following since the beginning of things. Seeing like, what, 2008? 18, yeah.
It's cold. Why did you make me leave my warm room? It's cold. You monster.
Because you should have eat something. Just your
You
microphone.
devious villain. Be right back, then I'm gonna start punching and crunching.
Okay. And back up. Now you get all the emotes, including the new animated one that we have, Emil. Hi, Ren! Hello! Thankfully, it's been a pretty tame
Hello,
stream.
Ren!
Do 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 do. Bop, bop. Ba-da-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I love Jazz remix of this song.
Still feeling pretty out of it since didn't take medication for a day.
I understand. Love the vibes. Yeah, it's good vibes tonight. The viewers asked for this and we are delivering. And then I just picked a, hour and a half, 2 hour mix of Nintendo jazz songs. Oh no, 3 hours. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of songs.
If you could play another instrument besides saxophone, what would it be?
Piano. Then I could play
I love piano.
Then I could play the accordion better. Actually, why not just say accordion?
I guess because wouldn't the accordion be better too because you can carry it around too?
Yeah, well, I was thinking melodica at first, and I was like, I have an accordion that I just have. And I would love to learn that better, or like have implanted knowledge, like, there it is.
I feel the same way when it comes to musical instruments. I want to learn how to play them, but I don't want to learn how to play them.
It takes time and effort, and it's just like, left hand doesn't like to respond well with things, and I can't do things like two-handed. So it's like, sorry, accordion. Instruments-wise, I can only really play the bass guitar. I be it pretty meh. Want to learn piano in full. Piano is a great instrument. I know how to play some song, like, no, when I say some, I mean just one song on the guitar. Just Stand By Me. Bum bum ba da dun dun da da dun dun. Yeah, just super easy. A few songs for piano. Still using both hands in tandem. Most instruments would be a struggle for me. Yeah, that's fair. Everyone's different and unique.
What other songs can you play, John?
I mean, Nintendo is mostly. So technically, my voice is an instrument. So I could play the voice box.
Only if you can.
Nintendo songs are amazing, to be fair. They are amazing.
Too bad they're kind of shitty when it comes to
letting
people
listen to OSTs online. That's why it's a jazz remix rather than just like Nintendo songs, because most of them have been taken down. What was it? Siva Gunner recently got theirs. Not Siva Gunner. The actual like Gunner Silva or whatever, like the true account got taken down, not the parody account. Which is funny because they both use the same profile picture. Non-gamer musicians.
And they switch around their names too. Go on.
Non-gamer musicians tend to compliment Koji Kondo, etc., for being great compositions or composers. That's fair. But, I mean, granted, they are what we're deeming as the classics nowadays for music. Like, back in the day, classics were Beethoven, Mozart, etc. But now, classical music is being able to play the Mario theme, both hands. Mozart of our time. Like if you think about it, like, is it I can't remember which one is the yeah, that's what I thought. Like you hear that and you go, okay, that's a classic song. Oh, I know that. That's Beethoven. But then you hear do 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 do, and you're like, ah, Mario, that's a classic. As if
But
it
then
had,
you also can. But then you can also argue da 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 da.
that is more of a jingle, but they are still using that. Well, I mean, granted, yeah, I mean, it's still used in marketing, but it's more of a jingle at that point.
I think it has to do with culture and
Yeah,
what culture deems as old and you know.
right.
Oh, everybody knows Mario. Everybody knows
Uh,
McDonald's. Everybody knows Beethoven.
True. That's true. Everyone does know that.
What's the one that not many people know? Schopenhauer?
Schopenhauer.
One of the more classical musicians.
Ah.
The McDonald's jingle is based off a Justin Timberlake song.
I'm
That's really funny.
sure Justin Timberlake has like at least attempted to sue McDonald's.
What's the Justin Timberlake song? Do you know the?
No, I don't.
Do you know? I'm asking Ren.
I mean, fair, but it kind of sounded like it was towards me.
No, I was. If you let me finish.
You didn't say name beforehand. I thought it was me.
Everything's about you, my dear. You're
Nah,
special. You're important.
it's the me
It's
show.
Kirby show.
The Kirby show. And nah, they used the song for marketing and it just became the main thing. Okay, speaking of marketing, I remember seeing a video of the Kit
It's
Kat
literally
theme.
called I'm Loving It, LMAO. That's funny.
The Kit Kat theme actually was supposed to be an alternate take. Like they like paid heavily for marketing and whatnot, and someone came up with like a stand-in jingle for "Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar," and that tape got thrown in with everything, and they're like, "Yo, we like this better." Oh, that's what it was. They paid like that's what it was. It was a focus group, and that was like just a secondary take. Just like one guy put it together.
See, that's the thing though. Like, so many people spend so much money on focus groups and like
Yeah.
what do you think people like? We got it, we gotta think about it, we gotta work hard about it. And then some guy makes one thing in like 30 seconds, and you know why? Because not many people like things that are manufactured. We can tell how fake it is.
I mean, that's fair, but someone made it, put it together, put it with the other tapes of like focus group, what do you like better? And they all like break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
That's funny.
And I mean, like nowadays, you just hear the music and everyone knows what it is. Do 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 bump bump bump.
I don't know that actually, the song.
Huh.
I didn't know the commercial jingle. I actually don't watch many. I hate commercials.
It's a mixture for me. Like, okay, coming up, and we're gonna be watching some of this together. Super Bowl's coming up, and I love the commercials.
Oh
Though,
boy.
like last year was a little bit lackluster, but I love watching the Super Bowl commercials normally because they're cool and quirky. I remember one of my favorites was the red
But at the
M&Ms
end of the
becoming
day,
human.
but at the end of the day,
Commercial suck.
it's just they're just trying to sell you a product. At
And
the
that's
end of the day,
that's true.
and that's what I don't like about it. It's like, okay, I see all the effort, but it's just because you want me to buy this thing.
Right. But it's still just fun in general.
You know what, John? You help me appreciate the different things that I seem to not appreciate as much.
I hate when commercials try too hard to be relatable and funny. That's fair.
I hate random quirky commercials. There, I said it.
Okay. Here's my favorite commercial during the Super Bowl. It was a Tide commercial, and it was the fact that it was Charlie Day. They've got Charlie Day to do this, and I thought it was hilarious. He gets a stain on his shirt, and then he crashes other people's commercials trying to get his shirt clean.
That's kind of cute.
Like that was
My only
that
pass
was a
for
journey.
random ads is Old Spice. I can agree. I can agree to that wholeheartedly. Old Spice is a whole other kind of animal.
Old Spice had the formula down to a T. But like, okay.
You know that one commercial that you quote, Berries and Cream? I hate that commercial. I hate it. I hate it.
It was so weird.
I hate it with my entire being, but I love you.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
one commercial I really liked. Like, I liked them when they did them. There was Budweiser did a commercial. What they would always do, they would always have a Clydesdale commercial. They would have the horses, and there was always a story with the horses. And then, of course, it would end with just Budweiser. But they always had, like, some sort of, like, story with it. Like, one time it was a Clydesdale and a dog growing up together.
Oh, I've seen that one.
And I was like, oh, that's cute. And then it's the Budweiser. It's like, aw, it's cute otherwise.
It was cute. I will say it was cute, but at the end of the day, it was like, oh, you want me to buy your beer? Oh, no.
Old Spice is one of those things where, like, you can quote it, and it's just amazing.
Puppy Monkey Baby, excuse me?
Oh, God.
What is that?
I feel like I've heard this before.
The worst commercial I've ever seen was something about Little Baby's ice cream. And the guy was just like ice cream himself, and he was eating himself from like the top down. I love Little Baby's ice cream. It fills me with joy and life. And he's just staring at you, eating himself. And it was like, no! I hate Little Baby's ice cream.
Tone the screaming down a little bit.
No!
To be
honest, I like those weird commercials better than commercials being relatable. I hate all commercials except one.
I liked, so I kind of mentioned earlier, I really liked when what they did was they made the red M&M wish he was human, and he became human. What was great was it was Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. See, and that's what pulls me out of it too. Is like, oh, I know that face.
Right. Well, that's fair, but it was creative. I like that it was like, haha, of course he'd be the red M&M. He's short.
I don't like the ones that make you go, what? Because it's like, you're not even selling me this anymore. You're just making it go into my brain.
The PS3 baby commercial, like, made no... You know it was a weird commercial? The GameCube commercials were really weird. You just see, like, a glass cube, and there's, like, samurais, and it was a Smash Brothers Melee commercial.
You know, it was a really good commercial, the first Smash Bros. Commercial, where they're all in, like, suits, beating the shit out of each other. Incredible. Me and you and me, I can do the things right. It's only right. I know the song, too.
Yeah.
The one commercial that I love the most is probably, the House Hippo commercial, because I actually thought it was real.
No, actually, I did not know about the oddly sexual ads you'd see in magazine for, like, Game Boy.
Yes! I did see those! A lot, actually!
Okay, one of my favorite ads that they used to do, and I would see it a lot in comic books, because I was reading comic books around the time of the Game Boy Advance came out. Do you want me to say the name of the comic books I was reading?
Nintendo Power.
No. Archie Comics. But what they would have always were ads for different Nintendo games, and what they would do is they would be like other pictures, but then they would like tape on Nintendo faces, or like it was like a bunch of like older, or it was like an older black and white picture of people kids watching a small TV and they taped Pikachu on it. And it was an ad for Pokemon Channel for the GameCube.
Oh.
Or there were like two hikers and they put Mario and Luigi's faces on it, and that was an ad for Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Their slogan at the time is "Who are you?" And that was it.
That's kind of funny.
Rin said saw it coming. I was like, yeah.
I didn't.
Well, no, about the Archie comics.
Yeah, I didn't. I was responding to John. See, I didn't grow up. I actually did. I did have Archie's comics, like the actual character.
Yeah.
I had like maybe 6 of those books.
Yeah.
And it was because my mom gave me them.
I had, so for myself, we at one point did a subscription of getting new Archie comics. But also a big thing was my Uncle Mike has a huge collection of old comics, including like the thin paperback ones. Like the large thin comics.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
And some of them would be like multi-parts, and he had sometimes all multiple parts of it. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And we borrowed it at one point. It was really awesome doing that, reading through those.
And he wasn't like freaking out that you were touching it?
No, they were in a box in Grandma's basement. All right, I gotta see this Game Boy.
This Game Boy ad commercial.
Oh goodness. New Game Boy Pocket. Seriously distracting. Weird. Yeah, that is.
I know the one where it was. I think it was the SP, and it was a commercial. You know which one know which one
I don't, but I think I have a guess of which one, but you go ahead.
It's the one where he's like, I think they're like, he's making out with his girlfriend, but it's secretly he's playing just with his Game Boy.
Oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking about.
Which one are you thinking about?
My personal Game Boy Advance SP commercial is Silent Night, where it looks like carolers outside and like a wife and husband with their baby are sitting at the window and just kids going, humming Silent Night. But in reality, the glow of their face is not candles, but their SP playing Mario 3 on there. And I'm like,
I feel that.
I love that. That was my favorite commercial. Just because it was like all cute and they're humming Silent Night, but then they had like just a weird, confused look on their face, and you just see that they're actually just playing Game Boy humming outside.
You know,
Alright, one more. I gotta see this.
You know, I never grew up with classic Nintendo systems. The first system that I had from Nintendo was the Nintendo 64.
I had the Game Boy Color. But then we did
I had the Game Boy Color.
So
well, I didn't technically. My brothers did.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually technically that console wasn't even mine. My very first console that I ever owned was a Wii.
Aww.
And that was when the Wii was ending.
Oh. So for myself, we had Game Boy Colors. I did get the Game Boy Advance for Christmas when it was coming out. That's what I wanted for Christmas.
When I was finally able to have video games again, my first handheld was a Nintendo SP, a red one.
Nice.
That's my favorite.
We did get the N64. We didn't get the GameCube. We eventually were given a GameCube by one of my brother's friends who were like, "We have the Wii. We're not playing the GameCube anymore. Here you go." Had the Game Boy
have it.
Had the Game Boy player attachment to it, so I like that a lot.
Wait, no, I was wrong. My first console that I ever owned was actually a GameCube. I remember this, but it was at the end of its life.
Yeah.
This was when the Wii came out. And that's when I got my my GameCube, and that's when I got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the catalyst of my career with
Yep.
Chow.
Yep. We eventually did get a Wii, but we got it when Brawl was coming out. It got delayed a little bit, so but we got it the Christmas before it came out.
Ooh.
So that was really exciting getting that for Christmas, and it was a lot of fun. So my parents still have like the old-fashioned like OG Wii. And at one point or another, my sister was playing that to play whatchamacallit, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door when they were borrowing it from me. But I ended up with the GameCube when I moved out. I got the Wii U. I bought the Wii U myself, and I should pull that out eventually again and play some of the games on there. I have just a large downloaded catalog of games from there. But
how much money do you think you spent?
Way too much. This was around the time I was getting depressed and just buying games and not playing them.
So that kind of.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of games, and like maybe like a half hour to an hour into some of these games.
You're like, this is boring. Time to buy a new game.
Or I got too depressed to not even like touch it anymore. I would come home from work and just sit on my phone and watch videos on YouTube. I got to that point sometimes.
Me too, though.
I mean,
I feel that.
That's why I started streaming, actually, is because I wanted to play games again. And I figured I need to set time aside to just sit down and pick up a controller and play games. And Smash was a game I loved so dearly. And I bought a capture card, I bought everything I needed, and I played games.
And I think that was a really good idea.
Man, I love playing games.
Look and fly, Bags!
Thank you.
Look in fly, Bags.
Thank you, Kill You Not. Thank you so much as well for the subscription. Good to see you around. Neener Wiener, hello. Welcome. Well, people donated for the goal, and here we are.
Hi.
Hopefully sometime this year, I just was talking to my friend Archon Joe, who said he wanted to help redesign the Cassandra bot. I've been seeing a lot of things recently with people doing like chatbots, where people could redeem text-to-speech stuff and have a little PNG or whatever talking as a response. And I've seen some cute ones, like my favorite was a chat cat, or Chat the Cat is what he was called. He had a little purple bandana that says chat on it.
It would just talk whatever.
Yeah, people would redeem the text to speech, and so like one of them was my favorite, where it was like what's Chat the Cat's words, or what's Chat Cat's words of wisdom today? Oh, I forgot to ask Chat Cat, what are your words of wisdom today? I need to ask that more. And just after a pause, it's like, I am hungry. Great words of wisdom, Chat Cat. I feel that.
Love it.
Hello, Raider. I
hear fragrance of
Fragrance of Dark Coffee. That's the song name.
You hear? Oh! I was like, how can you hear coffee?
Don't you smell it? No, it's the song. It's Godot's song from Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations, where he just coffee cup slides up to him, and he's just standing there sniffing his coffee and uttering like,
oh, Oh, the one
Wisdom.
that Rin has a crush on.
Yes. The guy with the laser vision.
The one with the white hair.
The white hair and the red visor because he got
Everybody
blinded.
loves white hair.
It's funny actually. Just as a random side thing, slight spoiler on the last case. There's a spot where there's blood in the crime photo in the crime scene, and he doesn't notice it because of his visor. He can only see red, so he doesn't see the red splotches of blood on the snow.
Oh, that's funny. So he's basically red-green colorblind.
At least red color blind, because he can't see. The visor is red. He only sees red.
John, the reason why I said red-green colorblind is because green absorbs everything. No, green is an opposite color of red, which when you're only seeing through red and green objects look the same.
I think it's just because the visor was only a red filter.
Yes, I know.
But, okay.
That's what I was saying. When you have something over your head that's just red, green also looks the same as red.
Fair. I feel like it would show at least... I don't know.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
Especially if it's a dark red.
Yeah. I don't want to argue about this because it was a game.
Quit mansplaining to Vags.
I mean, if you look at white through a red filter of any sort, even like those like games where they like have the like just the red spy view.
John, do you want me to open up my program right now and show you what
No.
I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I know what I'm talking about. He would have a hard time understanding green as well as red. He wouldn't be able to see the red at all unless it was a darker red.
That's fair.
Because
I'm just trying to explain the game. I don't need a full education of red green colorblind.
I don't know, we're just talking, so I'm talking.
I feel attacked.
I'll stop talking.
I feel attacked about it.
No, I'm
I love you.
I love you. I'm just trying to share my knowledge of color because I love color.
I know you do. I know you do.
I made an offhanded comment of, "Oh, he wouldn't be able to see green too," and you were like,
"Just caring about the red. There was no green to deal with the
I
picture."
I'm just talking in general about the character.
Yeah, I don't know his life story either, of like what colors he can or can't see. I just recall the game. He looks at the picture and goes, "It's just an open scene."
We're not arguing though. I'm just trying to have
I love you.
I'm trying.
I know. Big deep breath. You're okay. Yeah, that is why I drink coffee, because I'm a poser. Yes, you are.
No. You were just inspired by him, that's all.
Started off as posing, and then you became the posing.
You can't pose if that's who you are as a person. And you're a bitch who loves coffee. I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm such a poser. I was inspired by some artists.
Everyone who copies off of Archie is a poser in art styles.
Nah, they're just my clones. Well, yeah, I thought I was so cool as a high schooler. Oh my god, you even pretended to not like hugs. I remember that too. And then when I would try to hug you with my friends, you'd be like, "Eh."
You're the faker.
You're you're not evil, Quick. That makes me laugh. You're more like Tails, my little buddy, who's way smarter and way more talented than I am.
You're just Speed.
I'm an older Sonic. I'm tired.
You ran a little too fast.
I was too fast and I ran into a brick wall. Now I'm crippled from the neck down. I am talented, of course, but you're way more talented. You got to accept that about you. And you don't have to like you just got to accept that. You're really talented too.
Poor Tails,
I
always
already
relegated to the second controller and tied to Sonic's screen. I mean, true.
Except in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, he has a mech.
I mean, true. And I mean, Sonic Adventure 1, he had his own character arc. But just the fact that, like, when you played in older games, you could plug in player 2 and he could be controlled.
Not in Adventure 2, aka the only cool Sonic game. See? Quick understands.
Yeah. Why aren't we talking about Sonic Boom? No, I'm kidding. It's a terrible game.
I like Knuckles in Sonic Boom.
I like him in the show Sonic Boom.
Knuckles is better. Knuckles' character in Sonic Boom, the animated series, is great.
I can agree to that.
I'm an old man. I haven't played Sonic since the Sega one. Yeah, we're also old men here.
I mean, it always was a Sega one. Ha. I
actually like how Knuckles was portrayed in Boom.
Yeah.
Me too, actually. Agreed wholeheartedly.
I could agree to that.
So much better. I like the body diversity in Boom.
That's true.
I don't like how they turned Tails into a cocky smartass, though. They had to do something different, right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to be like Sonic, so it kind of makes sense that he's a cocky smartass.
Yeah.
I hate how they made Tails a wuss in Sonic Forces. Genesis, that is. I don't respect Sega hardware beyond that.
That's fair.
He had a whole character arc in Adventure 1 and 2.
Yeah. In terms of like video game stuff, I actually at one point owned a Dreamcast and had like OG Sonic Adventure 1. And it was cool. They actually had if you put the disc in the computer, they had wallpapers to download. Because they actually like wanted people to put their disc in the computer to read it. I was like, huh, neat. But yeah.
Hi, handsome.
Hi.
I gotta say, though, I love the designs in Boom. Less bandages, though, I gotta say.
They did too much bandages.
The bandages on the shoes was a bit excessive, but other than that... My family owned Genesis when I was super young, but sold it. I don't know why people hated them. I liked them. I gotta say, Sonic and Knuckles has to be my favorite. Amy was cool too, but nothing standout-ish for me.
Playing Phantasy
Dream.
Star Online. Good stuff. I mean, that's still a popular game today. I remember my friend going like, "You have been playing this game on Steam? It's so cool. Phantasy Star Online." I'm like, dude, that's been around forever. That was on GameCube. I mean, that's what GameCube had a Ethernet adapter built for that originally, and to this day, people still use that Ethernet adapter on GameCube to do Smash Online because people made code for it.
What is a game do you think you've played but no one else has ever played?
A game I've played that no one else has played.
And it has to be like not a Flash game. It has to be a real game that you played on a console.
So,
I played the Ratatouille movie game. I got you beat there.
No, I played that.
You played
that? For Wii, yes.
Oh, I got it for the DS.
Yeah, we had it for Wii from the library. I'm trying to think. One
Go on.
One I remember playing on the DS, which they remade for other games and actually was used for 3DS hacking at one point, was N++, I believe. I rented that from the library. It was like a ninja wall jumping game, pixelated.
Oh.
And I played that on DS. Rented it from the library.
I played it was a Spyro game for the GBA, I think.
Oh, I played those. I played both of them.
I think I played the Fire and Ice.
Okay.
one.
Okay, I got everyone beat. Crash Purple.
Crash Purple.
So you played Spyro on the Game Boy Advance. They made Crash Bandicoot for the Game Boy Advance. And I played through both of those too. Then they made a crossover one. Spyro Orange and Crash Purple.
You may be thinking of Cubic Ninja, not N++.
Cubic Ninja. Cubic Ninja, probably that. Was that? Oh, okay. But
nope.
But I played, Crash Purple and Spyro Orange. They did a crossover game where Ripto and Cortex were like, let's kill our each other's enemies because we can't kill them. Cortex was like, I can kill a dragon, and Ripto was like, I can get rid of a bandicoot.
You can't just put words next to colors and make up games.
I mean, it was phrased that way because it was just Crash in Spyro's games and Spyro in Crash's game. So Spyro was a 2D side-scroller, and Crash was like an overhead view like the Spyro games were. It was weird.
Pokemon's been doing that for years.
Oh.
Well, remember, they ran out of colors.
Oh, for No Clip, talking about the 3DS hack.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was talking about more so like what game did I play, but I think I played N++ on the DS. So, but yeah, Cubic Ninja was the one that was the 3DS hack, so I was wrong in that aspect. But just a random game that probably no one played. But definitely the Crash and Spyro ones, no one has played. I do own those games because I found them I found them at a used game shop for like $5, and I'm like, I have to get this. I need this.
I had this one game, and I thought it was like a legit core Kirby game, but it was for the game. I think for the Game Boy, and it was it had a big thing at the back, and you could like move around the Game Boy.
Kirby Tilt and Tumble.
Yeah, I had that game and I hated it.
I love Kirby Tilt and Tumble. I love it. I
thought it was a quote-unquote real Kirby game, and that's why I hated it.
It is a real Kirby game. How could you say that?
Or Kirby game.
Okay, fair. But it was still a good Kirby game. Hey,
I
see ya,
got a
kill you
jet.
not.
Have a good one. Bye!
But the funniest thing I've seen actually with Kirby Tilt and Tumble is Games Done Quick playing it. How they did it was they had a Game Boy player and GameCube held upside down, and that's how they held the GameCube and moved the GameCube since they had to stream it.
Did anybody play Drawn to Life, or was that just me?
We had one of the Drawn to Life games.
The original?
I think the original at one point. I think Matt, my brother Matt, had it.
Did anyone play the Sonic game and watch style games from McDonald's? Yes, I had one in the bathroom for a reason.
I had a few of those.
When I got bored in the bathroom, I just pull out the Sonic McDonald's video game, and I would just play that.
Yeah, I have a few of those LCD games.
I loved Drawn to Life. I think that was one of my favorites too.
Well, for you, it's a little bit. I was not an artistic person, so I didn't play that. But an artistic, quote unquote, artistic game I had was Kirby Canvas Curse. I loved the crap out of that game. I played that so much. And then
I never played that.
I love that one. I mean, granted, that's where my namesake KCC Kirby stands for.
Is that your favorite Kirby game?
One of my favorites. At the time, it was like heavily favorited. I 100%ed that game.
Oh.
Like I got everything for every character.
You like the more out there Kirby games rather than the more traditional Kirby games.
Yes and no. I actually never. I started Mass Attack and I did not like it. I did not like Mass Attack.
See, I was thinking about getting Mass Attack. This is a game where Kirby can actually die.
Yeah.
He's at his most vulnerable. And I'm like,
well, if you want to play it, I mean, I have a method of playing it on a DS.
A method.
Not saying I have a thing to put games on, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe one day I can quote unquote borrow it.
Or what next time I visit you could try it.
Yar har fiddly dee, being a pirate is alright to be. Do what you want cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Yeah.
You're pirates.
And it was the R4I, yeah.
Yar har R4I.
Yes. I don't have a hacked DSi. Oh yeah, no. We're good people. Don't have hacked systems.
We're good boys. Me neither.
Totally pay for it. It's not 500. It's more of $80.
It is.
Is it?
No, it's 500 now.
Really?
With the Poké Walker, yeah.
I'm sitting on a gold mine then.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I still have my heart gold.
I'm happy too. Actually, my first one was actually Soul Silver. I loved Soul Silver. That was my game. And it was in my DS when it got stolen.
Oh. Not rare, just ridiculously expensive. That's true. I mean, it is the most accurate walker out there, or pedometer out there. Like...
And you can play games on it.
Oh, I know. I love playing games in the middle of class. I was in high school when I was playing through that.
Me too, actually. Oh, me too.
That's actually the only time I named a Pokemon, because I kept calling it that. I was heavily in with my Ampharos, like, bonding with it emotionally, and I'm like, You do it, Ampy. You could do it. And I was like, I
See what
gotta
I
name
mean
it.
with naming Pokemon?
Well, the thing was, I never named it. It was because I kept saying it. I was like, I gotta name it that now. The
It's
name
really cute.
came to me. Otherwise, they're just like, Typhlosion, go, so and so, go. But then I had like a big bond with my Pokemon, and the name came to me.
See, I felt that way towards a Breloom when I was a kid. I forget what I named the Breloom, but I loved it so much that I wanted to give it a nickname. That's when I started giving my Pokemon nicknames.
Yeah.
Because of that, just that Breloom, it was like, oh my god, you're even better than my starter Pokemon.
I start giving up on like trying to name things. I'm like, you're Bobby Joe. You're Billy Bob.
It takes some time and effort to name your Pokemon, but it's really worth it at the end.
Yeah, at times. I just hate where like as I played through Diamond and Pearl, you gave the test like name every Pokemon. And it got to the point where I'm just sitting there on the naming screen because I can't even think of a name, and I started losing interest in trying to figure out a name for them. Because it's just like, I don't have an attachment to you. I caught you just to add it to my Pokedex. You're gonna sit in PC the whole time.
You know, though, it's good practice.
Yeah, but then I waste a good name if I think of it for someone else.
You can always reuse names, too.
I guess.
I always name my Ampharos Kirby in name of a totally unrelated by dog guy. Aw.
I mean,
I'm sure everybody names their Eevees after me.
I did name the shiny Eevee I got boyfriend.
When I can't think of a name, I just come up with a random syllables. Yes, I do that too. I do that too. The Neener Wiener. I usually just give a Pokemon the first couple sounds that pop up in my head. I'm the exact same way. I love naming my Vaporeon usually River. Usually Pokemon have a nickname.
Reefer is a good one though. Reefer is a funny name. That is really funny.
Why?
It's a double entendre. What do you think Reefer means?
Griefer?
Reefer.
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear that?
I guess a reef.
It's also another name for marijuana.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was another name for marijuana.
A reefer, yeah.
See, everybody names their Vaporeon wave. Or vapor. I end up with a Pikachu named T and a Jigglypuff named Padum. Aw. Shake my head, Van. You never seen the Masterpieces Reefer Madness? No, probably not.
Oh, I love this. This music is nice.
What is a game that everybody loves that you just hate?
I shouldn't say it.
I asked.
I shouldn't say it.
I asked.
Sonic Adventure.
One or two.
I played through one only, so I have to say one.
As much as I love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, fighting the camera every single time I play sucks.
Because I played it on a Dreamcast, it was alright, but it was just like, I didn't really enjoy it. It was glitchy at times. It wasn't the best. And so I just kind of was like, I beat it, but it was like, at what cost of my sanity?
Honestly, I'm surprised. I was surprised you didn't say Undertale.
You know, though, I haven't played Undertale. I started it and then I just stopped. I don't hate the game. It's overhyped, but I can't say I hate it.
I think it is absolutely deserves the hype that it gets. However, the game suffers for it.
I will say this for Sonic Adventure, it was fun, but then you have to beat through Big the Cat to complete the whole series.
Oh,
and that just destroys everything for me.
Oh, I hated
like
the cat.
you can cringe through the different parts of the game where you're like, okay, glitchy camera angle, no major telltale of direction where you're supposed to go, and wandering around the hub for days, not understanding where you're supposed to go. By days, I mean like an hour or two each day trying to like move around and figure out what the hell am I supposed to do.
I have little patience.
Before giving up.
Neener.
I love fishing games. I love like fishing in games. But Big the Cats was the worst. And it just no.
I've only actually played the Sonic section of Sonic Adventure 1.
And it was just it was confusing on where things were supposed to go.
I always ended up catching Froggy on the first try. You just had good luck.
I just couldn't deal with that. I couldn't do that.
How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing pretty good.
Is the fan working?
It's doing its job.
Good. That music, though.
The music's slapping. Or if you're talking about Sonic Adventure. Like, yeah, no, that just gets stuck in your head.
That's another thing. Yeah, Sonic has great music.
Oh, Big the Cat music. I don't even... It's like purged from my memory. It's so bad.
I can't do the Big the Cat. Kirby, why?
Because you deserve it, and now you get emotes. Enjoy my emotes.
Kirby is a sweetheart. You gotta get used to it. I know I had to.
Yeah. Because I'm awesome.
Yeah.
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 Yeah!
Yeah!
Alright, that was a little loud. Hour and a half. Not too bad.
How you doing?
A little stuffy. Not too bad, though. A lot better, though. Now that, like, there's air circulation, it's a lot better. Rather than just air just being blown out. Now it actually, like, feels it's cooler and it, like, kind of escapes out the eyes a bit. The air. I don't feel, like, congested as much.
What other games other than Nintendo would you say is your favorite?
Okay. I had another realization of a game that no one else has played. I know exactly a game that no one else has played here. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. It was a Dreamcast game called Caution Seamen.
Isn't that the...
That's a game where you talk to the fish people.
Seaman, I know about that actually. Jeremy played that game.
Yes.
You've played it, though.
I owned it.
Oh my god. How was it?
Bad. Because I couldn't play daily. So they would never grow, and they would die, and you have to restart.
Oh, that
It's
does suck.
time-based.
How did you like Animal Crossing, then?
Better, because I could play it daily. Because it was a TV console game, I couldn't play it daily. Because we didn't really have TV. When I talk about TV stuff for like game consoles, I told you at one point my parents took away TV completely, like literally took the TV out of the house. Great grandma actually owned it at that point.
So wait, how did you play Animal Crossing then?
I never played on GameCube. DS was my first one. Wild World.
Oh, had mostly handhelds.
Mostly handheld. We did still have the N64 and Dreamcast, and how I would play games is either on the way up north, I had a power converter, which had then 2 AC outlets, one for the DVD player and one for the Dreamcast. Otherwise, while parents had a smaller TV, one of those TV VCR combos, and once a month would give each of us 1 hour of TV console time to play amongst each other, which was awful. And yeah, sucked.
Never doing that again. If we have children, we're never doing that.
Never. We can ground them and punish them for not playing it, but we're not going to limit them to 1 hour a month to play a game. Zelda playing through the Water Temple took so much time. It took months and months because I only got to play an hour a month. And during that month then, I would like actually look up guides online to plan my route of how I was going to try and play it.
Oh my god, so you actually had to study to play video games.
I had to study the game. Yeah.
That's so funny. No wonder you do that. That's just a natural thing you do because of how you kind of were raised.
Yeah. And yeah, it was torture. It was totally torture. And the water temple. That's where I was stuck at. For each hour, I was able to play through every other temple. It was granted, the water temple was the worst because there were so many rooms. It was so big and expansive. And,
oh my god!
And then you would forget where you are and what you played.
And not to mention, don't you have to also go through the menus too? Isn't that a whole other process too?
Literally. The Force Temple took a long time too, but at least you had at least a starting point for each of those where you could see, okay, I got the red Poe, the blue Poe, and the green Poe. I just need the purple Poe left. And that was a good starting place for understanding where you needed to go. Yeah, no, yeah. Ocarina of Time speed.
90% menu. Oh my god.
And it's like they got frame perfect for mashing the button to menu fast. Because if you keep mashing it, it doesn't go fast, or you have to have the perfect timing. So as soon as it hits the next screen, then you could start hitting the next screen immediately. Ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone has it down to a science.
And you had to play an hour a month.
It sucked. But that's how I had to play games. So I would like to
60% menu, 30% side jumps, 10% gameplay.
Also, hello, Wizrobe. Hi.
Hi, Wizrobe. You know what I had to deal with though, John?
What?
I had to deal with 15 minutes a day on the computer.
Oh, we had basically the same 30 minutes a day.
15 minutes though on a 98 Windows computer.
Yeah.
sucked because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I wanted to make things.
No.
15 minutes. I like doing sprites. That was one thing. I liked going on Spider's Resource and recoloring sprites on MS Paint. That's all I could really do.
Now, for me, if we were creating something, my parents would be more open to that. Oh, you didn't have to give a gift. You didn't have to give a gift sub. Thank you, Wizrobe. I just wanted to be nice. Thank you.
And he's being nice back.
Oh, thank you. If KJ was here, she would appreciate it. But she's not here.
So...
Hope
she has fun without us.
Yeah. But yeah, no, my parents were like that, where if it was something like that, if it was games, it's like 30 minutes.
No, for me it was, I wanted to make, I really like how that handsome Squidward came right out of the gaming with Kirby right there. Anyway, no, for me it was, no matter what, they just didn't like us being on the computer.
Parents were kind of like that, except it was like, if it was beneficial, then yes. But otherwise, they're like, no, you're just mindless entertainment. Go outside.
See, that's what my foster parents thought drawing was. Mindless entertainment, which I guess.
A little bit, but it is a craft.
They didn't really think I could do. They really didn't think I could do anything with my art, and it's like looking at your stream right now, filled with all my art and stuff. It's
just
like
all of this. Which didn't he do a fantastic job? This is all brand new. This is the first time you're seeing all of this layout. Didn't he do a fantastic job? 'Cause I think so.
I can see some mistakes that I made here and there, but...
Well, you know what? You're going to just send me an updated copy and we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looks great and fantastic. And yeah, all the emotes!
I really liked...
I love the Pog one still. The Pog one's cute.
I think the Pog one is also my favorite. The Awesome Face one is my favorite, though.
You still gotta make an awesome face for you.
Yeah, I know. I gotta make a lot. What's hard is about Van's horns. His horns make him big.
Also this longer. One. You can't forget Trogdor. He drew that.
I made that one too, yeah.
Trogdor! The countryside, the peasants. Cause he's Trogdor!
I love you so much.
I love you too. I love the fact, okay, just random off-topic thing. I love that Trogdor is a secret song in Guitar Hero 2. That's one of the secret songs. It's just the fact that some guy who worked with Homestar Runner or something was like, hey, Activision, put this in your game.
Okay.
Trogdor!
Hurt your voice a little.
Yeah.
I'll cough with you.
Homestar Runner was internet culture.
See, I never watched Homestar Runner.
What was... Okay. That was... I loved Homestar Runner so much. That was what I grew up on.
See, this was around the time I didn't have a computer. Or I did. I had a computer when I was 12, so maybe 2006. But all I really knew how to do was go on MS Paint.
Yeah.
And go on drawing sites.
This is when I was like 9 or 10. I was watching stuff like Eskimo Bob and Homestar Runner.
Oh my gosh, we would have been like best friends. You would have showed me so many great things that I would have been like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with all of this.
I would be reciting Eskimo Bob episodes by heart.
I would have done the same thing if you showed me that, honestly.
You want this stick back? Then go get it! You broke my stick!
You know what I used to quote?
What?
the laser collection.
Oh, I would quote that too.
I loved.
But like Homestar Runner was like the OG stuff for me, where it was like drawing a dragon, or like Strong Bad saying, "Oh, if I create a video game, what would it be like?" And he would like describe like a Tron like one, and he would say something like that, and it would be like a robotic voice. Your head explode, not explode, explode.
Explode.
Meaning like combusted inward. I think.
Hot take. I love that guy's shitpost episode of the laser collection. Like, it was so obvious he was sick of it. It was because the laser collection, I think 3 or 4 just came out. And everybody was asking him for a new one when the new one just came out.
Yeah.
And I would have had this exact same response. Like, give me time.
I
loved it too, though. I can agree to that. That was also great.
The fact that like I loved the second episode of it where he was like, procrastination makes perfect, and he just newspaper in his boxers. That was just classic.
And you know, his skits, I actually like more than just his laser collection. Like, I love his skits. I love Hans the Lifeguard. That one was probably my favorite skit of his, is Hans the Lifeguard.
Okay, one of my favorite things online back in the day was I'm sad that they don't make videos anymore together. They were duo Bratz and Beretta was their YouTube channel, and they would make classics. I think I've shown Mother's Day to you before, where it was like, all right, we gotta pose a picture of her mom. It's like, what are you wearing? It's like, what, you want me to put on a tie? Fine. He comes back with t-shirt and a tie on, and it's just back and forth of just like pictures. It's like, we gotta take another one. It's like, I smiled. Like, yeah, well, you look like a gopher. So he like flips his lip up and just like, gopher. Just posed over him like, teeth up. And then the next shot after the picture is like, boom, boom, boom. It's like get out of there. Like, get out of the bathroom. You put down the yardstick. It's like, fine. Come on out. Like, one more picture. And one more picture. And no more. You don't bother me for the rest of the day. Yeah, fine. And so it was on a timer, and he goes, hey, Joe. And he goes, what? And he just turns his head right as the picture takes, and the guy who smiles then. It was just classic timing. There's stuff like that. They did skits like, what was one of my favorites? They did this, a few Mormon type skits of like, or Jehovah Witness, like approaching the door. Like, have you heard the word of God? And like trying to do things like that. They did like multiple times over and over again, where it was like trying to do like walk-ups with like music playing. Or one of them was like, don't give in to the winds of change. Read the Bible. But then they did with the same outfits on. My absolute favorite one was Bible in a Minute, where they just basically wrapped the Bible in a minute. It's like, Bible in a minute, Earth made Adam, Eve, King kills Abel, has to leave, boring genealogy, rainfall, olive tree, Tower Babel, Abraham, Sodom and Gomorrah, man, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, 10 Commandments, Promised Land, and just going, just basically summarizing the Bible.
That is hilarious.
I definitely have to show that to you later if I have not shown that to you. It's just fun and quirky how they did it.
Oh my god, you know what I'm excited for?
What?
Watching more sex education.
Yes, that is a fantastic show on
I was
Netflix so far.
I was actually thinking about it in the shower, like actually thinking about the characters and like what they're going through.
I know, right?
And I'm like, wow, I'm really hooked up on this show
I'm
now.
attached to these kids, these teenagers,
Oh my god, my children.
these poor
I
babies.
oh my god, the one character being like, I'm scared. I think I might be bi. And I'm like, sweetie.
Oh, you poor baby. You're okay, baby. It's like, I mean, granted, he was like a bully for the first
He was a
season.
bully.
He was a
But
huge bully.
that other character that he was
Confessing to.
no. The
Oh.
other character saying that she was pan. I was like, "Oh my god." And then him being like, "I don't get it." It's like how how can you not get it?
Well, I mean, he was oblivious, and him realizing he was bi is scary to him because he thought he was straight his whole life.
This sounds like some more oral type show.
No,
No. No, not really. It's more so it's a unique show. It's very unique. I don't think I could compare it to anything else.
it's live
Really.
action, which is
It's
a
live action.
surprise
Yeah.
because it's like it's
I
not a
don't really
cartoon.
watch. I don't really watch because of you. I watch more live action now, John. Thank you. You've Kirby, Kirby. That's the
Yeah.
name. No. Kirby.
He's the star of the show. And thank you so much for the follow.
What a good timing event there.
I definitely want to show there are a few shows that I like a lot that are live action. There were two others that I would love to show Archie.
I know you showed me the Kingsman, which was cool.
Actually, there is a new movie, which is a prequel to everything.
There's a new movie. Hi!
It's
Hi, Han.
Hello, Han. Yes, we actually watched through all of Moral Oral.
I love fucking. Oh, sorry, that's my fuck bomb. I love Moral Oral a lot. Like one of the favorites. John, you and I still haven't watched it all the way through, have we?
We have. We watched everything.
We watched it all the way through?
Yeah.
I could do it again.
I know you could.
Oh, I love it. You know what? Nina, do you know if you like dark stuff like that, I recommend It's Such a Beautiful Day. One of my favorite movies.
It is a good one.
It's one of my favorites.
There was a what was it? There was a so yeah, jumping back to Kingsman quickly for a second. It's the story is Eggsy's dad. The new one is about the dad that was Galahad or whatever. And or whatever like the name was. But it was yeah, it's called The King's Man. Or it's like no, it's like a maybe a little bit farther back. Sorry, it's like the first Kingsman. It's a prequel. It's the first Kingsman. The King's Man. But no, the two shows were The Good Place. Because I showed you a clip of that with the we talked about the AI dying.
You've told me about that one. Oh yes, you've shown me that one. That one was pretty funny.
That clip like, no, don't kill me, I have children. Please don't push the button. I am just joking. This is just a stock photo.
I am lying. Like I said, I will do anything I can to observe my life.
To conserve, yeah. I just like it. The guy's like, "What are you guys doing here?" I was bored. Ooh, a button.
No. And then
I have died.
I have been murdered.
Yeah, that's right. The other one was Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Umbrella Academy.
It's so good. like, as much as like the
It's
big
not because of Elliot either. He told me about it before. Let me
yeah.
be clear.
It was for the fact of this show. It was written by uh Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance. It's his comic book made
Ooh.
into a TV show. Hour long each, very well production. Basically, like it gives me that same production feel. Actually, you said you couldn't describe sex education. This Umbrella Academy has that vibe because Netflix produced the show.
True.
But it has that feel like the title card appearing out of something else.
I guess what I like about sex education is the taboo subject of it being
You know what? True.
sex. So you don't get many like sex positive TV shows that
That
are.
is true.
This is okay. What I enjoy about sex education is that it's not all sex, gross out sex stuff.
You
It takes itself very seriously
yeah.
while also being fucking funny. Sorry, I keep dropping bombs.
You need to tone down the F bomb.
I need to tone it down a lot. Bonk me. It's like if Big Mouth was tasteful. Yeah,
No. I mean,
kinda. Less music though. Well, yeah, there isn't singing or anything like that, and it
no,
isn't comedy based.
no. That's just funny situations. And
Yeah, they're just
there's no
really
demon of
funny
monsters.
situations. What was the one that you and I both just started roaring and laughing at? What was it? I know when that kid was figuring out if he was bi, looking back and forth on that poster was really
Just
fucking funny.
looking back and forth between a guy and a girl. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I laughed at. Like there was one that I just laughed at so hard about. I don't remember.
Was it with the girl? The weird girl, the comic girl.
You know what? I think it was. I think it was
Yeah,
with Comic Girl.
comic girl has to be one of my favorites. She's really into writing erotica novels.
Alien erotica novels.
Alien erotica novels, and she just
Comics
says
and
how she feels and stuff like that. She's just blunt and to the point, and I love her.
just blunt. Just blunt with it.
Just blunt with everything.
But jumping back to this topic a little bit, Umbrella Academy, like, if superhero movies were actually like dark, edgy, and the kids who grew up being the superheroes when they were young have trauma now because they were not treated well as kids.
Well, yeah. I wonder why.
The dad was pretty much a psychopath a little bit, more so the fact of like controlling them to such extremes that when they died, they all got together and were like, "Wow, we really didn't like him." The fact one person, the big the he is very tall and very large form. He was sentenced to the moon to do studies for his dad, and he's sending back reports. At one point, he finds all the reports were never even read, just sitting on his dad's desk.
God. What an asshole.
He's like, he just got exiled.
What an asshole.
Like, that. I'm not going to spoil anything more of it, but...
No, but that's interesting so far.
I also think one character design, number 5, they were all numbers originally as well.
Number 5.
Number 5, also dubbed as the boy, he can jump, he can basically teleport around, but he figured out jumping forward in time, and he did that, and he jumped way too far forward in time and saw the world had ended. Eventually figured his way back, but he came back as the same age as when he left at like 12 years old. So he lived through his life.
Older.
He lived through his life until he was like 60 or something. So when he's back in reality in his 12-year-old body, he's like drinking alcohol and other things because he's like,
no.
I was 60 years old.
You can't do that to your child body, bro.
But he's also like one of my favorite characters. Just how mature and like smarter he is above everyone else.
I'm looking at Twitter right now, and I saw one of your wives that you love so much from that one of those games, Five Nights at Freddy's. The wolf girl.
Oh, okay.
I sent the video for you later.
Awesome.
It's apparently her screaming.
Beautiful. I'm ready. Prison sentencing, what? Putting someone time trial, or usually your brain makes you think you've actually went through a certain period of time and all in a second. That is a little weird, but at the same time it's like, you know what? That's just smoking weed. Let's be honest.
That's a lot of kinds of drugs though that's actually I believe that's Sylvia too does that, where it's a kind of drug that you only experience for 5 seconds. Like the high is like 5 to 10 seconds, but some people experience like years going by through the high. Like one person that I heard about said that like he experienced 20 years through just smoking it.
Yeah.
And just not just in a few hours. In 5 minutes.
Wow.
So I can believe it.
I mean, granted, they made a joke about that in How I Met Your Mother, where they did an episode where they got high. But my favorite thing in that was the fact for How I Met Your Mother is they can't say weed or anything in the show, so they talk about eating a sandwich. So they like take a bite and go. That was a good bite. Like, taking a big bite there.
But the other thing I was thinking about was Dark Mirror with AI and putting your your consciousness into AI, and they just experience just years and years and years and years and years going by.
So just Noah in the digital world.
Pardon?
Noah in the digital world, Yu-Gi-Oh. Father, look what I made! Yeah. Father like, abandoned my project.
God, I would be afraid to have my consciousness in AI. Well, there was this one episode in Dark Mirror where there was someone who was their consciousness was downloaded into an AI right before them being electrocuted in the chair, and their AI was played over and over in the electrocution chair. That's someone's consciousness, right? So someone's consciousness was just electrocuted over and over and over again until it basically became brain dead in the because he was a part of an exhibit, like an AI exhibit.
Weird.
And yeah, no, it gets pretty dark.
I mean, it's called Dark Mirror.
Like Dark Mirror. It's like your phone. When you look at your phone, you see your reflection. It's like a dark mirror.
What was I gonna say?
Black Mirror. That's what it's called, Black Mirror.
What was I gonna say? Talking about downloading AIs, there's a show. I'm hoping they make a second season soon of it. Right when the pandemic happened, I got into a show called Upload. And
ooh.
So, same people who wrote Parks and Rec and all that, and The Office and other shows, and The Good Place, they created a show called Upload, where they created a future dystopia where when you die, you can get your mind can get uploaded to the cloud before you die. So you're still living, but you are dead, and your body's dead, your mind is alive, but you only are alive through basically a phone plan.
Oh my
Your
god.
consciousness.
That reminds. We gotta watch Black Mirror. You and I. I don't think you did. You watch Black Mirror?
I don't think I have. No.
Oh my god, it's so scary. Let's watch it together.
We'll have to.
I actually had some existential crises because of that show. Let's go.
Oh goodness. But no, it was the concept of the show was like the concept of like everyone merged to be like it was like Google, Verizon, something or another being like one brand. They would just like mash every single brand together.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, they controlled everything basically. But
I don't need any more crises, so I'll skip on Black Mirror for now. Yeah, I'm definitely the kind of person that you don't want to go to for recommendations because I like things that like to scar me. Go on, John.
What was I gonna say?
It's called Upload?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what part I was gonna say. Yeah, so when they're uploaded, basically they only are granted things based on whatever their like phone plan was, basically. So unlimited data gets you like to roam the private estate, basically. At one point it's like, oh, they're the 1 gig a month plan, and they're just like in the basement area, white room, nothing in the room, because if you like download a photo or anything that's using your data. And it's one of my favorite moments. Someone used their data, or the main character used their data because they got downgraded to that. Their girlfriend didn't want to pay for the plan anymore, since I mean you're dead, you can't really do much.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
Tiny Me. And so it was funny. At one point, even it was at the end of the season, she shows up going like, "Oh no, I got uploaded myself," and he just wastes through his gigabyte of data. Just go, what? Just all his emotion just drained his data.
Oh, that's funny.
Like everyone had no emotion, couldn't really do anything just to save their data, but he lost his data. She came down to help him and used a card to update it, like give him another gig of data. It's like, what are you doing here? And it's like, oh no, yeah, I uploaded myself. What? And he just froze in place.
So it's kind of like hell. Ugh.
It is basically a purgatory of sorts because of that. Yeah.
I wouldn't like that. Honestly, if you like this kind of stuff, I recommend Serial Experiments, Ian.
Lane? Is it L or an I? Because he wrote Quick wrote everything in lowercase.
Oh, Lane. It's related to the metaverse too, even though it was made in the 90s. Huh. You know what show that I really liked? It's more like a documentary. The documentary is about if humans just didn't exist on Earth anymore. If they just one day just all disappeared. What would happen to the Earth? That's a really interesting documentary, let me just say. Actually, it's really cool too. Here's a little snippet. Even after 10 minutes of all humans disappearing, the Earth cools down by 1 degree because the human's body heat warms up major cities.
Wow.
I've seen that documentary. It's actually really cool. Yeah! It's one of my favorite documentaries.
There we go. Had to
What
give,
are you doing?
had to give Tiny meat.
Oh, you're too kind, John.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And then it gets to like what happens to preserved people, like all those people in cryosleep pods, and Lenin's body. Yeah, what I really liked was the what would happen to the nuclear power plants when humans aren't around anymore. Who's going to manage the power plants when they're still running? That's the ones that I like, where it's like, ooh, what will happen? Explosions?
Probably.
And it does.
Whew. Almost 2 hours and 15 minutes.
How you feeling? How you doing?
Feeling pretty good, but I think I might want to wrap it up a little soon. Just getting stuffy.
I think it's a good idea to wrap things up then.
Yeah, a fair amount of people. And that's no worries. No worries at all, Tiny Meat. Glad you're back.
It's not that the Earth is being, like, fucked with. It's that we're being fucked with. Without, like, it's basically like the Earth is just kind of there. We're kind of paying for it with our own actions, unfortunately.
Right. Gotta tone down the F-bombs.
I need to be fucking slapped.
Again!
I'm used to my chat. I'm used to my streams. I'm sorry.
Dan needs to make a swear jar.
Yeah, I do. I'm flushed because I used to never be this bad. I used to be so good at not swearing.
I can contain myself, but I used to be like no swears.
I was the same way, no swears. And then one day I was like, you know what? Who cares anymore?
Right.
Who's gonna ground me? My foster mom?
I'm a good influence.
See, I'm the opposite right now. I just got my swearing independence.
Oh, I'm talking about like what Quick said. Quick taught me to swear less.
I wish you could teach me to swear less. Unfortunate though.
Gosh darn it, golly gosh.
I love you.
I love you too. Alright, it is 12 hours and 13 minutes in. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you everyone so much for joining us on this crazy adventure. We did it. We did the Fursuit stream. I'll set up later on another stretch goal if we want to do this again. Maybe give it a month or so before setting it up, but hopefully soon stuff will be worked on with the Twitch bot, and we might have a text-to-speech option, which will be fun.
Man's gonna end up like Homer fiddly-dee. I know it's exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, sorry, John. Sorry, Kirby. Sorry, bonk me. Bonk.
Bonk. Anyway, I have been your host, Kirby. Joining me has been my wonderful and amazing boyfriend, Van.
Hi.
Hope everyone has a wonderful evening, a wonderful night. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you all next week, hopefully Wednesday for Smash. I know we didn't do it this week, just been a busy week. But take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.